Getting baptized, meaning full submersion, going all the way under the water and then up again. That isn't what saves you. Yes, you need to get baptized, but getting baptized is your public declaration that you choose to become a Christian and live your life like a Christian. But that's just the beginning of your journey. Daily admission, daily asking for forgiveness daily, death to self daily is like your daily baptism. You need to do it every day, every night, every morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day to you. That's depending where you are in the world. Sabbath blessings one and all. It is Friday. It is after sunset here in London at least. And it is the Sabbath hours. We're doing the nighttime devotion from the devotional Christ Triumphant. The title is We Are to be Washed in the Great Fountain. John 13:6. Then cometh he to Simon Peter, and Peter saith unto him, Lord, dost thou wash my feet? When Peter's turn came, he was unable to restrain himself and exclaimed with astonishment, Lord, dost thou wash my feet? Calmly, Jesus replied, What I do thou knowest not now, but thou shalt know hereafter. Feeling keenly the humiliation of his Lord, and filled with love and reverence for him, Peter with great emphasis exclaimed, Thou shalt never wash my feet. Solemnly, Jesus said to Peter, If I wash thee not, thou hast no part with me. A ray of light penetrated the mind of the disciple. He saw that the service that he refused was the type of a higher cleansing, the spiritual cleansing of mind and of heart. He could not endure the thought of separation from Christ. That would have been death. Not my feet only, he said, but also my hands and my head. Jesus saith to him, He that is washed needeth not save to wash his feet, but is clean every whit. Every person who came from the bath was clean, but the sandaled feet soon became dusty and again needed to be washed. So Peter and his brethren had been washed in the great fountain opened for sin and uncleanness. Christ acknowledged them as his, but temptation had led them into evil, and they still needed his cleansing grace. When Jesus girded himself with a towel to wash the dust from their feet, he desired that by this very act to wash the alienation, the jealousy, and the pride from their hearts. This was far from a consequence than the washing of their dusty feet. It was far more consequence. With the spirit they had then, not one of them was prepared to partake of the Paschal supper or to share in the memorial service that Christ was about to institute. Their hearts must be cleansed. Pride and self-seeking create dissension and hatred. But all this Jesus washed away in washing their feet. A change of feeling was brought about. Looking upon them, Jesus could say, "Ye are clean." Now there was union of heart, love for one another. They had become humble and teachable. Except Judas, each one was ready to concede to another the highest place. Before the emblems of Christ's broken body and shed blood are partaken of, every difference existing between brother and brother, and of course sister and sister, is to be removed. We are to seek for a preparation to sit with Christ in his kingdom. We are to be washed in the great fountain. So this is still referring back to the Last Supper, when all the disciples were in the upper room and with Jesus. And of course, when they get there, as we spoke previously about, Jesus, took it upon himself to wash their feet, and we were able to learn better about why he chose to do that. And he did it as an example. No one of you is any better than the other one, or any less than the other one. Humble yourself. Wash your brother's feet. It is no low task, but a sign of humility with peace and love. And here Jesus is saying, no one can partake of my body or my blood as which is like the signature of receiving him, if you have out against one another. You need to make peace. You need to have love in your heart. Love in your heart. Love one another as I have loved you. Love God and love your neighbor. Before the emblems of Christ's broken body and shed blood are partaken of, every difference existing between brother and brother, sister and sister, is to be removed. That's exactly what happened in the upper room after Christ had gone. The disciples made peace with each other in its entirety, in its completeness. And when that had happened, and they'd fasted and prayed for all those days that were there, that's when the Holy Spirit visited them. But only because they were ready.